Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 4th May 2024. The government on Friday imposed a 40% duty on export of onions. Additionally, it granted an exemption on duty for the import of desi chana until March 31st, 2025. Furthermore, it has prolonged the duty exemption on imports of yellow peas for shipments covered by the bill of entry issued on or before October 31st, 2024. In a notification, the Finance Ministry said the changes would be effective from May 4th. Sony Pictures Entertainment and Apollo Global Management have shown formal interest in acquiring Paramount for around $26 billion. This development adds complexity to Paramount's ongoing negotiations with Skydance and Redbird capital partners. Paramount has been in talks with Skydance, led by David Ellison, for a possible merger and investment deal. The new joint expression of interest from Sony and Apollo proposes Sony as a significant majority shareholder and Apollo as a minority shareholder. Global auto companies are increasingly leveraging India as an export hub, with Honda even shipping cars to its home market Japan and Suzuki set to follow suit later this year, driven by a growing base of quality supplies in the local market that's helping them manufacture vehicles at a competitive cost in the country. Japan has traditionally been a major producer and dominates vehicle exports globally, having shipped 5.97 million units in 2023. After recording double-digit growth for 2 consecutive years, India's services exports decelerated in financial year 24 to a 3-year low, with a modest increase of 4.9% to $341.1 billion, data released by the Reserve Bank of India showed. However, net services exports grew at a robust pace of 13.6% to $162.8 billion, as services imports contracted 2% to $178.3 billion during the financial year ended March 31st. RBI proposes tighter project finance rules. The Reserve Bank of India on Friday said lenders should maintain a provision of 5% for loans extended to under-construction projects, according to draft guidelines posted on the central bank's website. The provisions can be made gradually in phases till financial year 27. Once the project enters the operational phase, the provisions can be reduced to 2.5% of the funded loans. It can be further reduced to 1% of the funded outstanding, provided that the project has number 1, posted positive net operating cash flows that is sufficient to cover current repayment obligations to all lenders, and number 2, total long-term debt of the project with the lenders has declined by at least 20% from the outstanding at the time of achieving date of commencement of commercial operations. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.